Alright, I've been getting downloads all week about story arcs, character arcs, yeah, protagonists, antagonists. I'm just coming up with keywords because I'm getting a lot right now. I'm connecting to the collective. I received the downloads very clearly just a few minutes ago, and I've been getting it all week, so I got to get it like out. So, I just went ahead and did a video. There's a big thing in the collective with worthiness, with this whole good and evil, right and wrong thing, and your story, like, not living your dreams, whatever you want to call it, but, you're not living up what your energy is. Like, most people are stuck in this cycle, this 9 to 5, this same routine. There's no excitement, there's no drama. Like, think of stories. Why do you watch stories? Why do you read books? Why do you watch movies? What is your favorite? I mean, why do you like it so much? What are they doing? What is the hero? Being the hero in your story. That was it. Oh, sorry, y'all, so much. Your hero's journey. Hero's journey. That's the big thing. And if you don't know what that is, look that up. Like, your hero's journey is like your story. It's what your hero goes through. It's like sometimes it's a tragedy. Like something happens tragic, and it spirals kind of the hero, or sorry, words coming, spark, but not that word, ignites, sets the hero off on his journey. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm getting a lot right now. Whew. I haven't connected to her. Just might, I guess, collective, very anxious, just very trapped feeling, but about to burst. Like, think of it like a jar is what I'm seeing. Like, just it just cannot contain it. You're not releasing this energy. Because you're not living your story. You're not, um, this energy is just staying stuck because it's not able to be transformed or transmuted. So it's just staying bottled up. It's getting condensed. So it's heavy. That's why you'll feel heavy. You'll get muscle aches, pain, muscle tension, inflammation. That's where it comes from. It's energy because energy is not created or destroyed. It's transformed. And it's not able to be transformed. It's not able to be released to come out because you're not acting. You're not doing the things. But you're feeling it because it's part of you. We are what we attract, kind of thing. You know what I'm like? If you if that resonates, what you want does want you, like it. But we have like these blocks up, so we say we aren't really blocks, but that's how we perceive them, because we cut ourselves off. Really, there's sometimes things intervene and cut us off. There are spirits and all around us with energy. It's the same thing. Spirits, whatever you want to call it, angels, demons, whatever word makes you feel better. It is all the same thing. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles being exactly where you need to be, having what you need, or something, spirit bringing in what you're going to need. Look at the cards. Sometimes stuff sticks out and resonates with you because it's your own perspective. You got to see. I'm trying not to lose track. Okay, the story arc, finding your story. Like, if you had to write your story out, if your story was a movie, like, would you be happy with it, or would you know what I'm saying? What would you do? What does your spirit call to? What calls your spirit? What is you? What is your essence? If you could truly express yourself in any way without, any blocks of, like, you can't do this or can't do that. Like, if you could just do what you really wanted to do, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Without any limitations, like nothing stopping you. Money, usually, whatever, it is. It may be, we don't express ourselves like these. That's why we love these stories. That's why the older stories, the epics and stuff, like the Greek tragedies and comedies and all that, that's why they are such classics, and they still ring true to this day, and they still stay in the culture. It's because of what these people did. They didn't just sit around. They didn't, sorry. They didn't just accept things. They didn't just go to work 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Odysseus didn't, you know what I'm saying? They went out and they did things. They had these adventures and stuff. And it's, yeah, through the sword, it's heartbreak, man. I'm telling you, the whole collective is like our heart. So many messages. This unworthy feeling, this good evil kind of thing, and this trapped energy. There's a lot of attack on the heart in the world going on these days. It's the big thing. They manipulate a lot with our heart energy. That's why we're told to accept everything, to love somebody even if they hurt you and stuff. But when you do that, you're consenting to that. So you're sitting there telling yourself that's okay, and you're really just hurting yourself. You do have to stand up. You don't have to be mean or evil or do or have the whatever negative thing or thought or belief comes to mind. But you have to stand up to yourself. You cannot consent to things that harm you. You know what I'm saying? Do not do things that hurt you. You would not purposely drink poison. You know what I'm saying? A lot of messages coming in. Yeah, there's just a lot. I'm gonna do a whole nother video, I think, about the heart energy thing, because that's the whole thing that's been going on, and that's just a lot to get into. But that's your heart being trapped, being torn apart. Just things that have happened in the past, things that have really hurt you. It's like usually it has the swords in the heart. On the Rider-Waite tarot card, the original. And the swords represent like just these past things, these pains, these words, these events that hurt you, you know, that you cannot remove, like the person, they're stuck in there or whatever, but you've got to find a way to transform that again, to release it. You can't have a story that makes you the victim, because then you're always the victim. So then you're in that victim mindset that they hurt me, that they, you know, this happened to me, so I'm broken, and you're not broken, you can pull them swords out and you can re-heal. Your body heals itself, you know what I'm saying, literally. Like, a lot with the heart energy thing, like I said, I'm gonna do that in a whole nother video, but we got to start trusting ourselves more and not all these outside sources, especially with our own energy and our heart and what we're told to do with it. You know what I'm saying? If you love somebody that hurts you, it's not about the love. It's not that you can't love somebody that hurts you. It's accepting it. It's doing nothing about it. You can still love somebody and stand up for someone. That's what people just get confused. They think if you do that, then I don't know. It blows my mind, but I just don't get it. But I don't know. A lot of people today just think like, I don't know. I think we have a misconception of what love is. And like, I think we get confused out with attachment and lust and stuff. And you can love somebody and still stand up for yourself and do the right thing, you know, and what needs to be done. Because that really is what's true love is. Not accepting somebody's bad behavior, but doing the thing that you know would heal that, so they wouldn't. Because when people do hurt us and do bad things, for the most part, it's because they are hurt, you know, and they are just trapped in its own mindset and beliefs. And it just really does stem as there's like, that's how much pain they are. They are so numb. Like people talking about narcissists and all that. Narcissists are the people that hurt the most, and that's why they are able to do that, because they are so numb. Because of how much pain they're actually in, that they have to avoid it and they ignore it and they keep it all in, and so it turns them into like sociopath, where they don't feel anything. That's why you don't. Because if it's too much, it's like a seed, like how a little seed can become a big ass tree. You know, it's the same energy again. It's just being transformed. It's just how condensed it is, and so when it gets so condensed, you get numb, and you'll feel numbness. I know a lot of people feel that. We don't realize how we feel about things a lot. That we even, what we feel about stuff, because we're so numb to it, because it's so condensed, it's so heavy, we can't kind of weave through it. Think of it like a fog, like a web, like it's in just so many layers, or it's so thick, you know what I'm saying? I always try to use the fog reference, because that just seems to kind of resonate with most people. Like, you have to get through it. It's so thick if you can't breathe, you know what I'm saying? Like the heaviness, because I can feel it now, that I'm connected to in this video, because it's heavy on the heart, and that's why. Think about it. If love did that, if you're supposed to follow your heart, like, we wouldn't get our heart broke when we followed our heart. You know what I'm saying? You have to use all your energies. It's not just your heart. It's using your heart with your other energies. That's what people get wrong. It's not excluding your heart, but it's not just using your heart. You have all these energies. You can't block all these other energies, and you have to use them with each other. Think of colors, like your chakras, okay, and you have the colors rainbows, how you mix them colors, mix other colors, if that resonates, hopefully, I don't know, but again, do another video about the heart thing. Oh my God, throat chakra, story arc, yeah, your character, like, your hero's journey, what kind of hero would you be, who would you be, you know, just start fantasizing, thinking, allow yourself to even think about that. Most of us don't allow ourselves to think about what would actually make us happy just because we have this big belief that we won't get it, so it just makes us even sadder. It's like this gap from what we want and what we actually believe we can get. Because just because we want something or we want to believe we believe something does not mean we believe it. Or just because we want to believe it, yeah. Sorry. We might think we believe something, but we might not. You know what I'm saying? Just because we want to. It's funny how energy works. But it does help with starting with your beliefs and figuring out what your beliefs actually are. And what negative or positive beliefs you have. I think we have a misconception about the word negative. Again, negative and positive, just polarities of energy. One is not better than the other. In physics anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just different energies, you know what I'm saying? It's like a push and a pull, a flow, an intake and an outtake, which is really all the same thing, because it's just transformed. It's not really ever going anywhere. It just transforms. I don't know how to explain that. So, the way I see it, anyway. But, yeah, this wrong and right, this good and evil, it's so polarized. That's how they keep everybody as polarized. Things are polarized, but there's things in between that polarization. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your black and white, but you have all the shades in between. You know what I'm saying? And the colors. Black is just all the colors combined in its own polarity, and so is white. It's all the colors combined in its own polarity. You know what I'm saying? And this whole ascension stuff and this new age spirituality with the vibrating higher and all this, and it's just like you can't just have one polarity that don't even make sense. Like, they want to talk about balance, but then they talk about leaving out all the negative. Like, you're looking to negative is bad, negative is not bad. You have to think of it in 4 ways, not like just 2. Like a compass, like you have the light and the dark, right? But then you have to turn that. Okay, so we have another way to look at it, and so you have the light and the dark, but then you also have like the good of the light and the good of the dark, you know what I'm saying, and the bad of the light and then the bad of the dark. Like, just like people, like a person is not necessarily good or bad because they're a certain color or a certain fucking right, you know, whatever it is. Religion, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on them. Like, something's not bad because it is dark. Something's not bad because it's black, or it's, you know what I'm saying? And they have people with these colors and this light and dark and this white and black shit, and it's just blows my mind. It's not necessarily good because it's white, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's just, it blows my mind. Like, there's good to bad to the white lightness, you know what I'm saying? There's good to bad to the darkness. Darkness is like, it's just in a, I don't explain, like a frequency we can't see. I don't know, it's just everything combined. Like, I don't know, because I don't see dark. Like, I see like a lot of color in like black. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, at night, it's just kind of like how I see in the light. But that's a whole nother thing. I feel like I'm getting on the whole thing. Oof. Big message. A lot of download. I've been getting it all week, and I'm trying to get it out in the most condensed way I can. I got a lot coming in there. About to just start pulling cards. God, I forgot about stuff. Yeah, the good and bad, light and dark. Yeah, so just another perception, another way to think about it. Like I said, just trust yourself. Don't even listen to me. Just use the things that you can, the things that resonate with you fully. Like I said, not just with your heart, not just with your gut, but with everything. You know, your mind. Like, I always tell people, like, the Trinity kind of thing, when stuff can resonate with your mind, your third eye, you know, like your heart and your gut, when it all can synchronize, that's when it goes. Not just when it's one or the other, because sometimes your gut just leads you. You can't always trust your gut, just like you can't always trust your heart, you can't always trust your thoughts. But when they all 3 can synchronize and are coherent, you can, because that's you. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know, all your energies can. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when it's you. You are all your energies. You are not just one of them. And when you cut yourself off from the other energies, you are cutting yourself off from the things you want, because the things you want are not just created out of one energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not just created out of. You know what I'm saying? It's all of them. And that's what love is. It is all these energies. Love is a lot of things. I mean, we all know that. Love is not just one, I don't even know how to say, dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to start pulling some cards. I'm just going to pull a few, though, because it was really just the message. But I'm going to start doing readings back again and some live readings soon. I just had to get this message out. It was a lot. Still more of that yeah, because of the worthiness thing. That's where it comes from. The thing with stuff's not enough because it doesn't matter, and that's what we are drowning in. Most people are. It's just everything is just not enough. Nothing is enough. It's not enough money. It's not enough time. It's not enough this. But that's the point. Is that a lot of people are just stuck in that lack mindset. You're lacking because you don't have something that you think because of some kind of belief that somebody gave you or you got, that it is not enough, that you are not enough. And a lot of it takes doing shadow work. You got to go back. You got to realize the first time that something happened, you had 2 of cups, that told you weren't enough, that made you feel like that you were inadequate, that something you did was not good enough. You know what I'm saying? It was usually something from your childhood. You know what I'm saying? You've got to go back. You've got to transmute that energy, figure out stuff. Yourself why that actually happened, what that person might have been going through, and actually it really didn't mean you weren't enough, and that was just the thought that you had from the perception that you had. It's just all about your perception. But it really gonna help, but it takes effort, it takes doing, and it takes the work. Not everything is a fun and an adventure. Some stuff is just work, but you can make it fun. You can transmute it, but you've got to do it first. And it's usually the things we avoid. Those are the things we need to go towards. You know what I'm saying? Again, don't always follow your heart. If we did everything we loved, it would be imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to just freaking eat food all day. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I would be like fucking 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that wouldn't be good for me. You know what I'm saying? For my health. So, it's just because you love it don't necessarily mean it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 2 of Cups, balancing things out. Energy's coming together. This is usually like a soulmate kind of card for me, with especially when it's with the 3 of Cups. But it's about the energies balancing. Your feminine and your masculine, your intake and your outtake, your receiving and your giving energies. That's it. Masculine is giving, feminine is receiving. Your negative and your positive, your in and out. Like, again, negative is not bad. You cannot get rid of the negative. The net would have flow out, and you would just be stuck with it, just what you have. I don't know. Nothing would transmute. That's the problem. Nothing is transforming. That's why people are being depressed and down, and just this heavy anxiety. It's where fucking anxiety comes from. Anxiety is really just excitement. You have a negative, or again, it's a negative. You just have a belief about that is not serving you, that is not going along with what your actual vibration is. That's why you feel a negative emotion. It's because you're not aligning with what your true self is and what you actually can achieve. Like, when you don't believe something, or you have like, oh, I'm not good enough, whatever, then you feel that horrible feeling because it's showing you that it's not actually aligning with what you can actually achieve, what your energy can actually match, because we keep our energy condensed and we don't allow it to transform or transmute or even be released to bring the things we want, because we keep it blocked, because we tell it, no, that can't happen, or this won't happen because I don't have this, and blah, blah. And I get it, because it's what society is programmed for most people. Anyway, all that. Yeah, your in and out has got to harmonize. There's like just in, no out. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's just giving, there's no receiving. You're not, because you're not able to have nothing to come in, because you can't, you're not releasing anything, so nothing can come in. And so, yeah, that's a big message with that 2 of Cups. That represents like your feminine, masculine energies. Cups is water, that's your emotional, kind of like your love. Yeah, because you can't, you can't receive if you don't gonna give thing. Like, you're never gonna receive love. And I think there's a lot of people too with these relationships these days, and nobody trusts anybody, but it's because we are so scared to give it that we are not. I mean, I'm not gonna receive it, because again, you can't. Energy is not created or destroyed. It is transformed. Once you really just keep repeating that to yourself, and I'm telling you, your perspective will start to change. You'll shift through that energy, that condensed energy, and one day them words are gonna hit different. Because I mean, it's the same thing for me. Same with everybody. Like, you'll hear something 1,000 times, but one time you hear it, for some reason it clicked. It's like it hit you. The star. I love this card. So thing behind me. This is your hope. This is hope coming in. This is like the connection you needed, that spark, that bright light, you know what I'm saying, in the sky, that hope, that wish you get, you know. I love this star. Yeah, hold on to what you're wanting, that energy, because you're connected to it, that bright light, that vortex of kind of where that realm, reality, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm kind of seeing. You use your own perception of what you see. I go by what the card means and what just sticks out to me. But it's like, to me, in the message I'm getting, which I've never actually kind of got this one, is like she's holding on to her world, her realm, her I say vortex a lot because that's a term I've heard with some other spiritual like coaches. But it's just like a place, your dream reality. You know what I'm saying? Of where you know you're meant to be and you are connected to it, but it's just like she has this thin like thread, because you're not allowing, like, you've got so much stuff blocked off. You've got to let it flow and it will come in. You just start going after what you really want, not just what you think you can achieve and what you think you can get or what you think you're worthy of. Because if you thought you were good enough to do it, you would do it. And if you're not doing something that you really want to do, if you've had this dream and you haven't started, it's because you don't feel good enough, and you've got to, you know, you're going to do shadow work. Go in the dark, you know, in the shadows, that's why it's called that. You've got to go towards the things that you're avoiding. The feelings, the emotions, because you're not feeling it, so you're allowing it to become numb. You cannot release what you do not feel. That's why nothing's get released. We're so scared to feel everything. Feel that shit. You're not a victim. You know what I'm saying? You can do this. You got this. You know what I'm saying? Whew, okay. I'm just gonna do 3 cards because I'm about to wrap this up. This was more just a message. I'll probably tomorrow night we'll do some more, pull some more cards on it. Or just shift it for so much. It's about shifting through energy. I don't know how to explain that, or if I have explained that well. Like I said, think of like this dense like web of energy all around you. You know what I'm saying? You have to shift through it. You have to find that vibration, that path, that frequency that is going to lead you to your match. I think like a puzzle, like you're trying to do a puzzle and you have all these pieces, you have your puzzle pieces. You've got to get rid of the ones that don't fit, that don't go in your puzzle, that don't go in your the picture you're trying to create. There's nothing wrong. Doesn't mean the pieces are bad or evil or they're less or something. They don't go in your puzzle. They just don't go with what you're wanting. I think that's a way better view of people start thinking of things, you know, in our life that's unwanted or that we feel like it's just. Yeah, just find the pieces that fit and stop trying to don't force stuff to fit that's not going to fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, working towards something, building your picture, making your tapestry. Again, putting out a more perfect looking card. Building your puzzle. See, they're working on their tapestry. They're building. They're creating like what they want. So 3 of Pentacles is about. It's taking Pentacles as your physical, your earth. It's creating and bringing it into the physical, your vision. You know, like your picture. They're using the tapestry. Like I said, I was using like the puzzle. You know, like creating that picture of what you want. Oh my God, this is such a perfect card. I love it. And what do you want? Are you building your tapestry? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing your puzzle piece? I mean, what's your puzzle fucking look like? You know what I mean? Is it just a hot mess, or do you have it? The path? Do you have the weave, weave and woven? It's a pathway. There is a path to everything you're wanting, to anything that you need, everything that you need. It's so bundled. Okay, you like think of just yarn everywhere. Like there's just yarn strings all around you. You know what I'm saying? You've got to weave through it. You've got to create the path. And it creates, like the tapestry. So, it's such a perfect card, I'm telling you. All these cards, like I say, always are. But yeah. It's a lot message. I'm just really wanting pulling cards. It's more just a download message that I think somebody really needs to hear. Yeah, 5 of Cups, I've seen that came out earlier when I was shuffling. Yeah, leaving something behind, it's regret. Again, perfect card. Not wanting to let go of the past, like, there's these cups. It's usually like the person's looking at the 3 cups that spilled over, and there's 2 cups that are full though still. And then she's pouring cups in. She's got 1 cup behind her, 1 cup she's pouring in, and 3 cups that are empty. Okay, I'm gonna look at. Oh, okay, I might need to look up in the book. Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm getting the image of the image in this deck of the Five of Cups, and they're like walking away usually from, like I said, the two cups that are full, they're like turned behind it. I mean, and they're looking at just the empty ones, and it's usually about regret and not noticing what you have now because you're too worried about focused on what you've lost. But this Five of Cups, yeah, this is. I've gotten this card a few times, but this is a newer deck. Yeah, it's like she's pouring it all in to create something. So the message I get is, yeah, it just doesn't matter about the 3 empty cups, because the 2 cups is all you need. Yeah, the amount, the quantity, quality thing, that's a big thing. I give that message all the time. We worry so much about the quantity of stuff and not the quality. Like, she doesn't, yeah. Because, I mean, that is what the 5 of Cups, like, I guess that was really kind of the same thing. Because she's just worried about the amount. He lost 3 cups, and because in this deck, like I said, it's a guy that's like turned away from the 2 cups, but he does not even pay no attention to the 2 full cups. He's just so worried about the 3 cups. And see, she's not even worried about them. She's just like, I'm just gonna use these 2 cups and create what I need. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need the other cups. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them. So just yeah, again, some of the things that we think we lost when we didn't lose them for no reason. If we lost them, we did not need that. It did not go in our puzzle, or it wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying, or it will come back. You know what I'm saying? In another way, another form, it will be transformed into a version or a form or a frequency, energy, whatever that is more receivable, that fits with what you're wanting to create. Like what she's wanting to create. Again, she's creating something. It's like she's pouring something, kind of like a cauldron, like in the potion. But she has what she needs. She has the 2 cups she needs. She didn't need 5 cups. She didn't need them 3 cups. So there's no point of worrying about that. Whatever happened in the past that you thought you lost, you didn't lose. You don't lose anything. Again, energy is not created or destroyed. It is transformed. What you have is what you will always have. You have to transform it. That's why we stuck in a cycle, where we get stuck in these, energies, and that's why we get trapped, because it is a cycle, because you won't break free, you won't transform. It has to be transformed. Perfect, God. These are filling up. Okay, and the sun on the bottom of the deck, energy you don't see coming, that's happiness, joy, that's just everything you want, kind of coming true, really. The sun is kind of self-explanatory, just the world. Like, again, I'm getting the reference to where she had the light and the star card, like, she had the little string, remember I was saying it's kind of her realm, and now it's like you're there, like, kind of like, yeah, that's perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, you got it, like, you're hanging on by a thread, but you can feel it, like, there's something there, like, there's something out there, like, you're meant to do, or meant to be, or whatever. And then it's like, there it is, it's coming, and that's energy you don't see coming, because, of course, you don't see it, because you don't believe it, you don't believe you're worthy enough, so how can you receive, or get something, or spirit bring you something, or God bring you something that you don't believe, or you don't feel like you're worthy to receive, because you have free will. Nobody can force really nothing upon you. You consent to it. That's the thing. We don't want to accept that, or realize that a lot, but we do. We consent to things, and you wonder why, like, no, like, they'll say, I'm such a nice person, I'm nice to everybody. That's the problem, because you're always nice, even when somebody does you wrong, even when somebody does something that they shouldn't have done. You're just, you're nice, and that's why it keeps happening, you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all, come on, it makes sense. No, stop being so nice. Stop worrying about always being nice. What's nice to you, what's mean to somebody else is really your perspective, and it's gonna be their perspective. What's mean to you might not be mean to somebody else. It doesn't matter. Stop worrying about that. That's where the love comes in. You can love somebody and stand up for yourself and be so mean to them. It's okay, and still love that person. It's what you should do. You don't consent to, you don't see evil be done and do nothing. Like, even the Bible tells you that's like the worst thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I really resonate with that, because I think that's crazy, because if you do nothing, yeah, you're saying it's okay, and that's why it's allowed to be done. That's why most people have these repeated cycles. These people keep fucking them over, messing them up, they always do, because I used to be in the same thing, and I kept wondering why. Like, I'm so nice, like, I do all these, and it didn't matter. The Magician, oh my god, that's a very powerful cards we're getting, dude. Major next. Damn, the star. 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay, damn. I'm gonna have to lay these out, actually. Here's the message. Oh, yeah, and I was gonna look that up in the book and see. I totally forgot about that. Okay, the magician. We got the magician and the star, and the moon right here popped out. That's hidden, unknown. Again, going descending, not just ascending. You can descend to. You got to descend into the unknown. Go towards things you're avoiding, the feelings, the emotions, the dreams, the beliefs, whatever it is. You have this realm, you have this dream, you have this world, this vision, and you can bring it to you. You're able to pull it towards you. You know what I'm saying? You have that. You just have to believe you can. You need to synchronize your energies, your masculine, your feminine. So they are coherent. They are working together and not against each other, and that's what they are currently doing. They have to be flowing. They both have to be your negative and your positive. You can't just be positive all the time. You can't just be negative all the time. You have to balance it out. And that balance is up to you. What is balanced for you is not balanced for everybody else. You have to figure that out for yourself. You can do that. That's the point. You cannot always constantly seek stuff outside of you. You will never, then you're never going to know. You know what I'm saying? You'll never figure it out because you'll always be reliant. It's your own guidance system. I mean, it don't mind getting help, like obviously stuff like this, because it helps you transform whatever helps you get through that energy, that condensed energy. Just start uncondensing it, to where you can get through it, where it's not like this thick. Think of, like I always say, the black goo, this thick black goo, this fog, like you're trying to. Most people are just so stuck in it, they can't no movement. They're frozen. And that's where the higher vibration comes in, but you can't then you just turn it together. You get what I'm saying? It's like the frozen and then like the solid and then the gas, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing too, this whole nother message. I get so many downloads. There's really, everything is physical. Like there's no, when they say spiritual, I mean, it's physical. It's physical property. Anything that you can measure, anything that has a reaction or can put a force upon something is physical. That is a physical property. When you say spiritual, it's a lighter form. Like I said, with the opposites, like everything, it's the same thing. It's just the opposite ends. The polarization. So you have your dense energy. You're very, very dense. You're solid. You're rock. If your earth. Then you have your light, your air, your gases and stuff. I mean, because even these ghosts and spirits, I mean, they're able to communicate. A lot of people see them. That is physical properties. There's nothing, even if we don't see them, we can detect they're there because they show physical properties or some type of force or something that is a movement or mass that we can measure. We just can't see them in the light frequency. It doesn't mean it's not there. Like I said, just because it's not all black and white. There are so many colors, and like we only see 12% of the light wave frequency. Anyway, that was important. I don't know, whatever messages, this is going to resonate with somebody that's maybe studying stuff like this too. And if you ever want to message, yeah, definitely message. You can message me. Here to help, anything you need to ask. Somebody must be very interested about something, because I'm getting very specific messages for a collective to say. And a lot of, Hangman, yeah, seeing stuff in it. Like I was saying, you need a new perspective. The Hangman, Pisces color, Pisces energy. The stars, Aquarius energy. So, looking at things at another perspective. Hangman, he has to stop. He has to stop what he's doing. That's what Hangman's card about. And he's got to turn himself upside down. He's at a standstill. He can't go no further. He has to change his view of things, because where he's going, he's not happy. You know what I'm saying? So it shows him hanging upside down. Just your world's flipped upside down. So you can view it in a different way, and it really does help. Like I love when I'm doing readings, I love people to look at the cards and like see what they see, and I love it because it's like they'll see something that I didn't, and it's so cool. And I'll be like, oh my god, I didn't see it that way. And I usually like kind of transform it with like my idea and like transform it to something else. It's so cool, and sometimes it's not for me, or it's not something that I see or can resonate with, and that's fine. Like again, just because that puzzle piece does not fit does not mean it's bad or it's not good or it's wrong. It's just not in my career, might not be a part of your world or what you believe. It does not have to be what everybody else. And that's the problem. A lot of people want to go with this whole collective, this, I call it the beehive, man, like this one mind, like we're all one. No, we are all connected, but we're not all one. We're individual people, and that's the problem. But yes, we are all connected by energy and things. But we are individuals too. We're not one hive mind thing. Yeah, that's another manipulating thing I feel like people they do with this new age stuff, but that's just, again, that's just my opinion. It might not be yours. That's fine. You find yours and you find your beliefs and you stick with them and don't let anybody else convince you. It's not. It's important. It's important to go with what you so you can create your world. You can create your picture. It's not going to be anybody else's picture. It's going to be yours. Like, think if you had to make a pamphlet for your life. Like, what the hell would you want that to look like? Like, what would be on there? You know what I'm saying? What would you do? You know, blah, 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 all that. Yeah, this card's perfect. Like, everything I've been saying, yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, so creating what you, well, okay, getting your energies together, your physical and masculine, they got to be flowing, they got to be harmonizing so you can create, bring it into the physical what you want, so you can find that path, that pattern to create the picture that you want that fits you and your energy. You have exactly what you need. You don't need the things that you thought you needed. Them cups that you lost, that are no longer there, that you feel you lost, you did not need them. Because you never lost anything. Again, energy is transformed, so it's not lost. It was transformed to something else, but you're not seeing it because you're too busy worried of thinking you lost it when really it's there. It's just in another form that you can't see. Or you're not seeing because you need that perspective to change your perspective to see it. It's just so perfect how it's been going on with the thing. Because you have it. You are holding on. You are always connected to it. It might be a thin string, it might be by thread, but you are always connected to source, that energy, that world, your vortex. That's where your source is. That's where you're going to get your energy, your excitement, your because that's your world. It's like, think of your own bubble, your own dome, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is your, you know what I'm saying, yours to be what it wants. But, we block ourselves, cut ourselves off, but we are always connected. We numb it so we believe we're blocked off. Like, again, like I was saying earlier. Because, again, the magician, you have everything you need to create. See, that portal, that puddle, that portal to, like, this world, okay, portals, you know what I'm saying? You have everything you need to create that, to become that magician. The magician uses all the elements to create. He is the master manifester. He is effortless because he knows how to use it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know how to use it because you thought you needed something that you didn't have because nothing's enough. It doesn't matter. It's not enough. It's not enough because you lost this or you're not worthy, you know, whatever it is. Because you are connected. You're trying to get to that place, to that vortex, to, you know, a portal to that place that, you know what I'm saying, that you create. I love it. Oh my God, it's so perfect. I just love it. Man, tarot, it's amazing. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. I'm gonna wrap this up though. But it's getting a little clear. Sorry, I had so much downloads and stuff. And I'm gonna get more specific with some of these messages. I still never looked in this book. With the 5 of Cups, I think I was gonna do that. Let me do that. Because I was told to bring out the book. Or just kind of I got the... Let me look. 5 of Cups, loss, sorrow, regret, despair, betrayal, neglect, emotional breakdown, relationship breakup. The 5 of Cups can presage a relationship or marriage breakup. The image on some deck shows a man in a black coat turning his back and withdrawing from the world. Like I was saying, he turns his back against the 3 cups have been spilled on the ground, indicating relationships that have been lost without a way, because your cups is your water emotion. However, 2 cups remain. This means you have a chance to hold on to whatever's left. You should think carefully before coming to a decision, for the effect could have consequences for yourself or your loved ones. Okay, so let me see what the specific message was with this, other than, okay, relationship breakup, because it's exactly kind of what I was saying. Yeah, you have the 2 full cups before coming to a decision. Okay, so maybe somebody's about to make a very drastic decision, or that could drastically change your life. So I'm getting, hold up, you on that, because you're not ready to make it. You're not in the energy to make it. You're in a lack energy. Never make something out of lack. You know what I'm saying? You've got to balance it out. And you're in, so whoever that's for, it's very specific. Whoever's about to hold up, it'll be okay. Hold up a couple of days. Don't even give yourself time frame. Just hold up. Do not make it right now. You're putting too much pressure on yourself to make it, and it's not a good energy. And if you were asking that specifically, then yeah, I mean, that's your answer. Yeah. No, do not make that decision yet, because whatever decision you're thinking about making, yeah, is not going to, It's going to have consequence for yourself and your loved one. So it's not going to work well. So yeah, so whatever decision you're thinking about making, that's a no. Don't do that. You need to focus on what you lost. Focus on what you have and go from there. You're in a lack. Okay, so that you're thinking it's not enough, or I don't make enough money, or this is not gonna be enough for this. What do you have? What is enough? Ask yourself, why are you not enough? Are you enough? You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, maybe admit that. Just say, okay, I don't feel enough. I'm not. Just tell yourself you're not enough. That's what it takes. Because once you tell yourself, you release it. Because you realize that you are enough. Because it's just not. It's just a belief that you have that you're holding on to that don't serve you. And once you can say it, it don't have no more power of you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do. That's what I've done, and that's how I help my clients. Like people. I mean, you have to. It's like it don't have no more power once you can admit it. Once you can feel like yeah, maybe I'm not enough. Okay, yeah, maybe I will never be enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll never be. Then you're good. I promise. You're good. And then going back to, like I said, helping where it stemmed from. What did happen? What was that? And you can transmute that energy from that memory, from that moment, and realize it was not what maybe you necessarily thought. That people are a lot more complicated. Most people, again, do things because they are hurt. I'm telling you, narcissist is the most hurt person in this world, and that's why they're so cut off and numb, because they are in so much pain. They had to do that. That's the only way you can become a sociopath and become emotionless. It's because you have to, like, again, create a story, John. You know what I'm saying? They don't lack nothing. They have so much. They have numbed themselves completely, so they feel nothing. So of course you're able to hurt somebody because you don't know it. They don't feel what that feels because they have cut themselves. They've become so numb. They don't. It's nothing to them. It's not nothing personal. I mean, really, it's not like they're. It's just they don't think about it like that. They don't feel it. Anyway, so yeah, whatever decision is, though, hold up, wait, because you're in a lack. You need to find something where you feel enough, and you're gonna feel good enough. Because you are enough. I don't know. I mean, like I said, tell yourself whatever. That's not, okay. Any other card? Maybe I need to get a specific message on. Two of Cups. Sorry. Okay. New relationship. Yeah, that was just talking about a relationship ending, and this new relationship just stuck out to me. Attraction, romance, harmony, satisfaction, emotional fulfillment. Two of Cups herald the start of a new relationship, romantic attraction, or connection with another person. You have the capacity for deep satisfaction. Because I told y'all at the beginning that was my soulmate card too. You have the capacity for deep satisfaction, fulfillment. It feels as though you have met your match, another person. You see yourself reflected and mirrored back by your partner, and find out about new aspects of your character through his or her eyes. Existing relationships are strengthened. The card can indicate a marital union or conception child, or perhaps. Okay, hold up. Okay. So maybe you're thinking about leaving somebody for somebody else. Image on the picture. How you're leaving it. Yeah, just because something has to end, don't mean it has to end badly. Again, with the puzzle piece thing, the whole pretty big message of that, just because something does not fit and is not a piece, doesn't go what you want your picture, does not mean it's bad. You have to hate it or whatever. So something, whatever's going on, maybe with a relationship, or you're about to leave somebody to go to somebody else, it don't have to end badly. You could open up. We could say how you really feel. We don't do that. We don't tell people how we really feel about things, how we truly feel. We just tell them what we think's easier, what we want to hear, or, we feel like we'll be too vulnerable or somebody's gonna hurt us again. It's with that victim thing, it's because we don't feel worthy enough, or if we did, we wouldn't have no problem saying, like, hey, like, I loved you, but you hurt me, or, like, yeah, we didn't get along, or we didn't do this, but I hate for us to be like this, especially when y'all might have kids involved. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not, okay, because the Sun card, alright, it's not that you're making the wrong decision, it's how you're going about doing it that's going to lead to it ending. I mean, it project, like, it transforming into something that's not gonna be what you want. It's gonna be like, I guess, messy, you know, very, there's a way it can transform. So this new relationship or whatever you do want to go towards, yeah, it can work out really good. Okay. Yeah, because whatever your reasoning or whatever it is, which I'm getting to something specific for a few people, but I'm not gonna say it. Because I'm getting, like, they don't want me to. Don't feel bad about it, because you might be leaving a marriage. Maybe you fell in love with somebody else. It don't have to be bad for that person, and don't, if you are hurting that part, or you feel like you're going to hurt that part, you could really be honest with them for real, and, like, just open up, and you really would realize that they would not be as hurt. Because I promise you, if you're not that in love with somebody, they really probably don't love you as much as they think either. A match is going to be a match. Like I said, y'all both going to fit. You can't just love somebody, they don't love you. You don't really love them like you think. It's more just what you want or your attachment. But yeah, the new relationship is, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because of what you lost. So this is a general reading too, but I'm getting a specific thing for relationship as well. It's it's collective, so it's applying to, like, different dimensions of it, however you want to say it. Okay, so you want to create this new world with what you have, and not worried about what you left behind, but what you have now. You know, again, because you never left nothing. Like I said, you don't leave nothing behind. It's transformed energy. Like I said, that breakup, that marriage, that person you're going to leave, whatever, does not have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be something that you have to, be depressed and sorry over. It can be transformed. You just don't see that. You don't believe that because you don't see a pathway there. You don't know a way there. But does not mean it does not exist. Again, it's always the unexpected things and stuff, but you have to believe, to create that, what you're wanting, that family, that community, with the new person, that different perspective. You got to come about this at a different perspective. See it in a different way, even allow yourself, you're only viewing it like it's only going to end badly, or it can't, or it's that person's going to be hurt. No, that person, they will be better off, because if you don't really love that person, you're only hurting them by staying with them. No matter how much you think they love. I mean, that's really just attachment then. You know what I'm saying? You're really hurting them more. It's best to leave somebody, especially if you are thinking about somebody else or wanting to be with somebody else, because that's not for the person you're with, because then you're just holding them back and stopping them. And that's made this perspective unique, because you have everything you need to create what you want. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I hope that really helps somebody, that was going with that decision. But again, go within, like, don't just take everything I say. Heart or word for word. Trust your own self, your own intuitions, your own energies. Let them flow and connect. It will lead to what you really need to do. You know what I'm saying? Stuff comes in distorted, filtered. You know what I'm saying? We have to shift through it. Even what other people say, messages we get. That's what I do. Like, when I'm getting the downloads, I'm getting, like, blocks of energy that I have to transmute, then transform into visual and auditory messages. Then I have to transmute and transform those into video and auditory messages that my clients or whoever can receive and understand, because we're on different perspectives, different wavelengths. It's like, just think of, like, energy webs all around. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you have to find that frequency. You don't just jump frequencies. You just octaves in between frequencies. You know, it sounds. Just studying a little quantum physics, y'all, and stuff. It's really not that complicated. Like, you really need to learn how the world works, and it's not what you would, the perception they gave you in school and stuff. It's not. Like the suns, for instance, even NASA's admitted they CGI the flames, because suns and stars are not balls of like flames, like gas with flames. It's like a gas, like like neon light, like a neon light is a gas that produces a light. It is just a constant emitter of light. It's not a ball of flame. It's not something that's on fire. It's a light. You get what I'm saying? So that's a perception that we didn't realize, because they were, for some reason, CGI flames on there. I don't freaking know. Because it is gases, but it's not how we perceive it. It's like how neon light, again, can be a gas. That's a gas. It's a noble gas, actually. Anyway. So, yeah, perception, and you'd be surprised. They trick a lot of things with words. Hang on, let me shuffle these. I'm going to do a love oracle, and oh my God, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been 15 minutes. Oh, my Lord. I knew I did more talking in this one, I just have some message I'm going to get out. I think I'll try to get more specific on it tomorrow. Okay, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on again. Exactly what I'm saying. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yeah, it's your thoughts. It's not just your thoughts. It's your feelings. It's your and it's your actions. It's all, again, the Trinity thing. The three, but you have more than three energies. But main point is them using them main three. Your thoughts, your energy, and your actions. A lot of people focus on thoughts and thinking good thoughts, and that's good. Yeah, you need to think better thoughts and stuff that serves you, but it's your energy. That's where the thoughts are stemming from. Is your energy. Then it turns into thoughts, and that turns into physical, acts of manifestation. Like how energy condenses and uncondenses. It gets denser, it gets solid. It gets lighter and all that. Thoughts are light energy. You know what I'm saying? Then they condense into solid physical matter. It's all physical. It's just a different form of matter. You have your lightest form of matter and your densest form. Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, whatever is the past that has hurt. Yeah. You're consumed. You're living in it, and you're staying in a cycle. You've got to either start viewing it another way, or go and get the divine justice. Yeah, that you need. Whatever you're looking for, it's going to make that right, and stop worrying about moral fucking rules or society, what they say you should do and don't, and you do, again, what your story, come back to what in your story, what your hero would do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Our heroes, getting a lot, like Batman. I mean, Batman just didn't sit around. I mean, he went and did, you know what I'm saying? Well, I guess he was a billionaire, but you know what I mean? Like, that was his hero's journey. He did what he thought was right. You know what I'm saying? What society agreed with, or what everybody else. Just these stories, like Ariel going to Ursula, and she did, that was her story. She made that leap of faith to go do that when her, refused because she wanted something bad enough, and she knew that was what she was meant for. She knew, she had dreamed about it. She saw, she was obsessed with stuff from the surface. She knew she was, wanted to be there, and she was going to find a way, and whatever the consequence, but it worked out for her. You know what I'm saying? Ursula, again, the bad, the negative, the enemy helped her. It didn't really hinder her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was your antagonist. Every story needs a protagonist and an antagonist, or it would not be a good story. It would not be a story at all. That would happen. I mean, if it went for Ursula, she would have never got with Eric. She would never, realize what she's capable of, and she would have never got a happy ending. She never fixed a relationship with her dad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Ursula really helped her, honestly, because, like I said, it all worked out, So yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So where you take these bad negative things, that they actually help you. They would transform you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she would have never done that, she would have stayed, probably pissed at her dad and presented him even more, because she could never go to the free service. You know what I'm saying? Lost her chance on Eric. Probably had to be forced to marry some married man. I don't freaking know, but you know what I mean? Just saying. All right. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna put one more. I'm gonna do my shapeshifter oracle, and then I'm going to wrap this up, because this thing's like a freaking hour. I didn't realize this was this long. I was like, I'm just gonna pull a few good romance, Cupid arrow strikes. Yeah, Ken, there's like, yeah, big with this. Somebody has got to be like, either leaving a bad relationship, want to go right into another one, maybe being scared or nervous about that. That could be a fear too, and I get it, but you do need some time. Yeah, chill, but it could still work out good. Like, you could still form that relationship without it being so, like, romantic yet, or anything. Because maybe you're putting too much pressure on you, or you feel like you're wrong for doing that. You're not. The other person might be hurt, but that's on them. I'm not trying to be mean, but you cannot be responsible for his emotions. He's going to avoid them, so it's not. It really isn't. You're responsible when you love somebody. You should do what's best. I do feel like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, again, what's best is not always what's going to make them feel the best. You know what I'm saying? They need to feel that, transmute that, whoever the other person may be. Because the truth will set them free. Like, hiding it or hindering it or trying to sugarcoat it is not what's going to help them. They need to feel that, get on. They're not victims. They're going to be okay. I mean, pain is not going to kill us. Pain really changes us and transforms us. It really does. You really should embrace pain instead of avoid it. And that's what too many people do. We avoid pain. We avoid anything that makes us feel painful or bad. No, bring that shit on, dude. Feel that shit and get it. Telling is what makes you stronger. So you playing, they say, don't kill you, make stronger. Yeah, because you're in love or you're very interested in somebody, and it could be that you're either feeling bad or maybe you're traumatized from the past. Like I said, it's collective. So take what resonates, leave what don't. Don't take it, any of it. I don't care. You do what's best for you. Let's try to start trusting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust anybody but yourself. Lord. Stop telling yourself you can't trust yourself. You can. I mean, that's where it starts. You've got to stop. And it's not always going to show in your reality because it's based on what your beliefs so far. And you'll figure out what you believe. I'm telling you. If you believed you were good enough or worthy, like I said, for something, you would do it or you would go for it. So if somebody's not doing something, either you or somebody else around you, doing something they love or they want it, it's because they don't feel good enough. And you have to figure out why. Because you never, once again, you can't release if you don't feel it. Energy's got to come in and out. It's not going anywhere. It's just stuck. That's why it's in the same cycle. It's like a cycle. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So yeah, with the new person, like you might be scared if you don't jump on it, maybe it'll go and then you've left the other person for, I don't know, or cause heartache or something. You just gotta trust, like I said, make that connection, that connection, but don't mean it has to be full blown, just yet. Because you do need to give yourself time, yeah. You're not maybe allowing that, trying to rush into something. Maybe you're scared of being alone. You should never be afraid. You should never be sad being alone. That should be like, you should love being alone. You should love being with people too. Not saying you don't not love being with people, but you should also, again, both. You know what I'm saying? You're not excluding everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a flow in and out. Sometimes it's good to be alone. Sometimes it's good to be with people. But you shouldn't be, if you're sad alone and you're feeling that, then that's not good. You should love being with yourself. You don't love being with yourself. Why? Because you don't feel good enough? Or you're not worthy? Why are you not worthy? Why are you not even worthy of your own? So, you know what I'm saying? And even with the person, I'm getting this a lot for the newer person, but for whoever the older person, and this is a specific, so it might not resonate with everybody, this specific message for somebody in the collective. Have faith in your dream and your puzzle that you're putting together, and that you're going to find the pieces, and you'll be able to shove through the pieces. There might be a ton of pieces there, you might not understand it or can create it yet, because you might not know, because there's so many pieces again. But all you can do is just start grabbing the pieces, start sorting through it. Taking these thoughts, taking these feelings, you know what I'm saying? It's one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. And we want this instant gratification. And that's actually not what we want, because it really is the journey. It is the leading up that is exciting. Like I said, it's not even just Christmas Day. For example, it is the whole lead up, the whole month before. That's where a lot of the stuff is, family coming to. Doing the Christmas lights, doing all this. I mean, it's not just the one day, it's not just, it is the journey. And we are wanting to just get there, and we don't really want to get, it doesn't matter, because it won't ever be good enough, because you're in a lack mindset, and you're not enjoying the actual part of it. It's the little things, it's the way there, because that is the whole thing. It's like I said, it's not just the polar sides. It's not just the black and white. It's the whole thing. It's not just the journey from start to end and into beginning. It's in between too. It's all of it. Not just getting. You can have so much fun on your way to getting everything. I promise you can. You can have. You really can. And that's when you start bringing out a little bit. You have too much balance, this dense, negative, or whatever. Again, like you want to call it, this dense, heavy energy, and it needs to be lightened up a little. But not too much. Again, sometimes you need the firm foundation. You need the, solid. And sometimes you need the, gas. Alright, I think I'm good on that. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm wrapping this up. Alright, we have okay. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. I'm trying to see what the message is. Worried about maybe the people around you, the family you support, your kids or something, like, yeah, you're not, they are looking up to you, but if you don't feel worthy, if you don't feel good enough, like, that's how you're going to be the best for them, is being your best. You can't fill everybody's cup if your cup is empty, and you're not allowing your cup to be filled. You're trying to be everything for everybody, or to please everyone, and you're not pleasing everybody. You have to please yourself before you can please anybody. You have to be pleased. And it's not selfish. There is a balance. It's good to be selfish sometimes. It's good to be selfless sometimes. That's okay. You cannot always be selfless. That don't even make sense. You shouldn't always have to sacrifice. That's crazy. You shouldn't have to sacrifice. If nobody's sacrificed for anybody, if we just get our damn selves. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole manipulation, like, negative mindset they've got people in, like, this whole sacrifice. You got to sacrifice for all these other, you don't. Everything happening. You have complete commitment. Working, yeah, you have to start working towards these things. Commit to what you want and what you actually believe, and not what the beliefs that's been pushed on you, or the beliefs that society has, installed in you, but what you want to believe and how to get to believe that. And you will inspire, that trust and confidence to people around you. I know that must be important to you. I don't know, I feel like I might have connected to that. To whatever you're wanting to lead or whatever you're wanting to do. I don't know, I feel like that's wide counsel. Creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. Yeah, you need to really listen to the advice that you ask for and that you're given. You need to start being creative, letting that energy flow. That is what the creative energy helps us do. You can't have you can't have nothing come in if nothing goes out. Receiving and giving. Artistic flow with your passion. You need to find that. You need to start doing something that brings you passion, that brings you excitement. That starts loosening stuff up, bringing something in there. It's not just all this dense 9 to 5. Yeah, become a great leader. Spirit, can I ask you something specific on the Snow White and her animal friends? Okay. Strange companions in stranger places. Challenges, use your imagination. Okay. Hang on. Reconsider your alliances, make new connection. Okay, that's okay. Snow White and her animal friends. Like, you have people around you. You have people that do look up to you, that you really do inspire, that you just, because you don't feel like you're good enough, so you wouldn't even believe this would be possible. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, you have people that really would be able to look up to and would go towards you, like would gravitate. You know what I'm saying? You'd find your pieces, your connections. Yeah, because you need to make new connections. Whatever you need to cut off leave this old behind. Again, the whole message we're talking about, leave behind the past. So you can make these new connections, because what's here is hindering you. It's not serving you. You inspire trust and confidence, and you can inspire the right people that'll bring that to you. Because the people that around you are, it's that lack mindset. So everything around you attracting is lack. So you're going to attract people that bring you lack, strange, the companion, now you want to leave. Strange companions, stranger paces. Challenges, use your imagination. What comes to your mind? What are the thoughts you get? You receive your own messages, your own downloads, your own intuition. You've got to start going towards that. These thoughts you get are not just random, but you've got to start doing it. What else you got to do? Eventually, you'll get miserable enough when you will try something. So, or you can let it get to that point, or you can do it now. It's, it's up to you. Whoever you're with, it might be friends too, people that they're not for you. You want validation, you want an answer, and that's your answer. No, they're not for you. They're not. You need to make new connections. You already kind of know that, though. You just want somebody to confirm it, and that's okay. That's what one needs sometimes, but you'll start eventually learning to trust yourself more. All right, Spirit, I'm gonna wrap it up. Do one more. Okay. Do one more for the collective, something to leave with, think about. I'll try to do another video tomorrow. Maybe I can get it curious, or discovery, inquiring, curiosity, weirdness, sorry. Go towards the weird things, go towards the things that maybe you avoid, because, you're scared of judgment or whatever. You don't got to tell nobody. Start going towards things that inspire you. Hang on. Yeah, what do you like? What are your kinks? What are your quirks? What are things that you would really, really like? If really think about, like, if you could do all kind of things, like anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything. Like, what could, like, I always said, like, if you had a genie, get 3 wishes. Like, everybody always wishes for money and all. And I think that same way, like, I always want to be, like, original. So I'm like, I never say that. I always, like, one of my wishes would be, I wish we could skidoo into the pictures, like Blue's Clues. I don't know if you watch that, but Blue could skidoo in, like, the pictures, they become its own world. Like, that would definitely be one of my, like, that would be so fucking cool. So, like, just stuff like that. It's just an example. Like, then just money, like, the same old thing. Like, what is something, like, if you really could, like, you know, like, your imagination start not, you know, not just, again, the same old things, but outside that box, outside that dome. You know, I just think that was, I would love to freaking skidoo in a damn picture and have it, like, be its own world. It would just be so cool. Or, like, a bug, you know, I love it. I want to freaking skidoo, like, so, yeah, find your own skidoo, you know what I'm saying. But, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap that up. Shine bright like a candle and certainly choose who you will become. Yeah, you will make it through this. You will. So, but choose who you want to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Then it's going to take you down or take you, you know what I'm saying? You're just really holding yourself down. You can choose who you want to become and you can become that person. You just don't believe you're worthy enough of it, so you won't do it. And you need to find out why. Or maybe you need to admit to yourself that maybe you're not worthy enough to become that person. Well, how do you become worthy enough then? You know what I'm saying? Whatever is going to help you get there. All right, I hope that helped. Message, you know, if anybody wants a reading, book one. I'm going to get back on here and try to condense these messages more. And, you know, because I feel like I talk so much during this one. But anyway, I hope that helped you.